Hey guys, Greg Denning. You know, one of the coolest parts about traveling is that we get to be exposed to people and cultures and traditions and all these different ways of living and thinking. And it's so exciting and so fascinating. I learned so much, and I learned to love people and appreciate what they do. And it helps me appreciate what I've grown up doing and really, consider what I'm going to do with my life and how I'm thinking, how I'm living. One of those key elements is religion. And we've had the amazing opportunity. We lived in India for a while and saw the Hindu religion there. And we lived in a lot of Christian nations, in Latin America, very Catholic. And then over here, we're in England right now. We've been in Germany where the church bells ring every Sunday morning. It's beautiful. And then, of course, we were in Morocco. And it was where we were, everybody was Muslim. And it was wonderful seeing all those things. And so, as we've traveled and I've talked to different people, and there seems to be this feeling that's growing now that religion's a bad thing. And honestly, arguably, yeah, you can look at religion and say, oh man, some of the worst atrocities that have ever been, ever happened or been committed against others have been in the name of religion. It's horrible. You look through human history and you're just like, yeah, religion can be a really bad thing. But then we have to stop and say, wait a minute. Some of the very best things that have ever happened on this planet were also because of religion. So is religion bad? Is religion good? Or is perhaps religion neutral? Is a pencil bad because somebody writes horrible things? Or is the pencil good because somebody writes wonderful things? Right? And I don't know that it's neutral either. And it's something really to think about. And that's why I wanted to make this video and share a few thoughts. So first we have to kind of differentiate between being religious and being spiritual. Because I think people confuse that sometimes. There are religious people who are really spiritual, and there are religious people who are not spiritual at all. And I think that's where the problem comes in. And then there are spiritual people who are not religious. And there are spiritual people who are religious. And so the definition we want to work with religion here is really practicing your spirituality as a group. And so if we could step back, if you're with me, just kind of see it with me like that. Religion is a formal gathering to practice your spirituality. I think we're all spiritual beings, right? And we get together to practice what we believe. We get together to worship. And if it's done correctly, then it can be a wonderful thing where we get together and we try to lift and build and encourage and actually live our spiritual and religious beliefs. That's the ideal, right? Does that always happen? Nope. Ugh. Unfortunately, no. But it doesn't make religion bad. I know a lot of people who are striving to live their religion. Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, and many others. There's so many. And they're really putting forth an effort to live well and live religious principles that's taking them up. They're becoming better people. Now, like you, I also know religious people who use religion as a sense of pride or position, a way to segregate and separate and alienate. And that's a tragedy. It really is. And it hurts me when I see people do that, especially when they use the name of their religion to do it. Religion shouldn't separate us. It shouldn't divide us. It shouldn't create enmity and animosity and class systems or division. So if you've been in religion and you've felt that, I want to challenge you to move away from that. And I hope that your religious practices, like mine, help move us closer to God and closer to our brothers and sisters in the world, humanity. Now, I consider myself to be a very spiritual person and a very religious person. And I think that's important, and I think it's good as long as it's done correctly. I guess my message here is nourish that spiritual side of who you are and put it into practice. And hopefully that includes some religious behavior for you where you get together with other people to practice spirituality and religion and help encourage each other to live your religion and live high ideals and become better people so that the world is a better place. Reach upward.